Good morning, Sam Silver, eXp Realty. We're going to go through Soveres and share with you some residual ways to make income. And give me a second here. Actually, you know what? I'll leave that out. And we're going to enter the Zoom meeting. And feel free to share. Feel free to come in and join me. Give me a second here. And I'm going to join the event. It starts at 10 o'clock. So we're a couple minutes out to launch the meeting. And you will be able to join me by going to samsilversolutions.com.
You know, you don't have to have a minimum people in your team and sell a minimum of the services to get paid the full commission on it. And so if you focus on just those and to just slowly build your team, you're going to kind of double dip on the process.
Yeah. I do like double dipping.
Double dipping is great. I figured you'd like that term.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Good morning, Batgirl.
Hey, Bo, so Mark's not going to be here, so I think we're all kind of running it today. Is there updates on the website? Because I haven't been the last couple meetings that you would be able to cover, or Micah if he's here?
I don't think there is any. I've been looking for some updates. I haven't seen any.
Okay. Uh-oh. Why does...
I don't know. I'm not going to admit Jack. I'm not going to admit Jack.
And I know Dusty or Mark was probably very clear with him, so I don't know why he keeps showing up. Well, I know why. He wants to stream it.
Yeah.
Is Jack still showing up?
What's that?
Is Jack still showing up?
He's in the waiting room right now, but I'm not going to let him in.
Well, I'm surprised he's not just using a completely different name. I thought that's what he was doing.
If I was him, that's what I'd do. And shut up. What's all that? Hoses? Hula hoops? Hula hoops. Oh, look at this. The sexiest vice president we have.
Well, got to get your exercise in when you can, right?
Yeah. What's that water behind you? Is that a lake?
It is. All the RV parks that we go to have their own lake. This one's got a little, got a fountain, and they all have a lake. I'm at the pool. They all have a pool and a hot tub. So
Any alligators in the lakes?
there are. There's at least one here. We've seen him before, but he's more scared of us than we are of him. So not too worried about it.
What about snakes? You worry about those?
Really, there's snakes everywhere, but no.
Bo, I'm going to remove said person from here, and it says they won't be able to rejoin again. So
Okay.
there.
Who was said person? Who is said person?
Some JV person.
Oh.
Vaughn DeLorean.
DeLorean. He's a member.
Okay, you got him. Somebody's got him.
I think he drives a good car. It's a joke.
Who's
I
Soveres?
drive a 14-foot box truck.
Nice. Is Soveres Court Mark or is that Jeff?
It's Jeff.
Okay.
I have been known to train on Facebook Live while hula hooping, and I have been told that it's the best way to train because it's kind of hypnotic. So I can always just hula hoop and train whatever you guys want me to train.
Might be a little distracting.
Well, it's either distracting or it's hypnotic. I'm not sure, one way or the other.
Hey, good morning, everybody. We'll get started shortly. We're still having people come in. It's 10 o'clock right now. We'll probably wait about 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, here comes Bruce. I thought he was going to be. Bruce, wasn't expecting to see you. Are you? Is your daughter okay?
Oh, I'm driving for right now, but I'm on the call. As soon as I get to the office, I'll unmute again.
Okay. Steve, was Mark just not feeling well today? You're muted, buddy.
Oh, I think Mark was on the road, so he probably in and out of service, and
I know he's been dealing with a sore throat.
Yeah, he was getting some meds for that.
Okay, I think we're getting close, and I think who's the host?
I think you could do the intro. Yeah, why don't you? Oh, as far as getting us started and everything, and then we can tag team on this one.
Yeah. Do you want to record it?
Sure. I'll hit you let me know when to hit the record.
Yeah, let's do it now.
All right, everybody, if you'd please go ahead and mute yourselves. We're going to go ahead and record this and turn it over to Bo. Record on the cloud.
Recording in progress.
Hey, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon from wherever you are. And we got people all over the country and even in some other countries. I'm Bo Wyden, I'm a realtor. I'm head of real estate division for Soveres, and real estate since 1965. I'm in South across the bridge from Portland, Oregon, not too far from Steve up there. I'm actually in Washington. Our fierce leader is not able to be in the kind of tag team of the vice presidents here. What I want to tell you about is Soveres means solutions. And our company has a bunch of solutions that helps people in their everyday lives prosper. either saving me or making me. And it's we're a subscription-based business, so the subscriptions are very important. We pay the upline 2 different directions, 12. So it's pretty good. And all of our solutions have some type of a commission built in, and they're also at a price that is an amazing price. You can't get it anywhere else. And Cammie says I'm breaking up, but do you sound like I'm breaking up?
It's getting better, Bo.
Okay. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna introduce. I'd like to have everybody just kind of say who they are and where they're at, so we can kind of get a picture of where everybody is today. We haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna bring on Carol Sue. You want to introduce yourself, Carol? Sue? Sarah?
Yes, I'm Carol Sue. If you want to connect with me on Facebook, there I am, Carol Sue Engelman. I am in Belize, and I'm right on the Caribbean Sea. And so if you want to see, actually, you can see in the mirror, but
we really don't have time for all that, sir.
no, that's just it right there. That's the Caribbean. This is where I am. That is water behind me, and it's like glass. You can't even see it. So I've been a realtor since I was 21. I'm 70. And so I'm very interested, and I'm a real estate investor. We buy and sell homes in the Washington and Oregon area. So this is very interesting to me. And I'm looking to share deals.
Fantastic. Barbara Bertella, who are you? Where are you? What do you do?
Hello, I'm in Pennsylvania. I service Pennsylvania and Maryland. I am a commercial real estate agent with EXP Commercial. I also am with Cammie and The Rock, and learning so much from this group, and looking forward to sharing it with more.
Fantastic. Thank you. Vaughn DeLorean, do you want to unmute and introduce yourself? Jane Greenwood, do you want to do the same? So Jane says she's in North Carolina. I do all I can when I can to help Soveres. So Lance Besner, do you want to introduce yourself? Okay, we're up to Vincent Patterson. Do you want to introduce yourself? I'm striking out here.
I'm Vincent Patterson. I'm from Rustburg, Virginia. I've been in life, health, and annuities for 10 years now.
Fantastic. Con, who are you and where are you from, and who invited you to the meeting? You look like a new person. Okay, Sam Silver. Hey, buddy. Fantastic, Sam. I love your background there. Awesome. Let's go to Barbara LaPlante. Deborah LaPlante. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My eyes are going bad here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Deborah LaPlante. I am in Central New Jersey. I am a real estate broker, and I have been involved in Cammie's group with charitable real estate for just about a year now, and that is just an extreme passion. So being able to tie everyone that we've met during the last year into this is extremely exciting. As you know, I've got a lot of other solutions I'm looking already to talk to you about, Bo. And today I'm really happy because I can't get this Now site to work, so I have it open right over here on another computer. And I am looking forward to seeing how we actually get that going.
Perfect. Okay, let's I don't know if I've missed anybody. I'm gonna go to the vice presidents now. I know Bruce is traveling and he'll kind of chime in, I think, when he gets ready to.
I'll chime in right now.
Where are you? Okay, there he is. There he is. He's driving.
I'm driving, man. I'm driving Soveres. All right. I'm Bruce Davis in sunny, snowy Erie, Pennsylvania. Winter has come early, and it isn't slowing us down at all. We got a lot going on with the senior solution, and I'll tell you what, whether you want to get out and do some presentations, all right, make a little bit of money, or if you want to build a network and get yourself a whole bunch of beach money, which is what I want, all right, so I can get out of this snow, all right, get out there and help some people, all right, have that regular monthly residual income rolling in. All right, give me a call. I can't put my information in right now, but reach out to me and I'll show you how to build a team. All right, and get you set.
Fantastic, Bruce. And you can build a huge team and make some good money helping a lot of people with Bruce's program, the Senior Solution. Let's go to Bobby Smith. Are you able to unmute, Bobby? I know you're driving too, I think.
Yeah, I think he was in listen only mode there, Bo.
Yeah, okay, so we'll go to one of my favorite people, Cammie Baker.
Hey everybody, so much to talk about. I want you to know, please don't be overwhelmed. I know there's a lot of things to learn, but I was just drawing out today a diagram. Imagine a circle with Soveres, with bullet points about all the solutions that we provide. And then another circle with the next gen that can help people that have distressed property, investors to make more money without having to manage their own property, beyond living shared housing, right? And then there's another circle with the rock. And the rock, the real agents of change, our number one focus is donating real estate, but it's also around social responsibility. How can for-profits and nonprofits come together and work together? So imagine if all three of these circles all come together and converge in one spot. And that big star right in the middle where they all converge is the ability to make money, making a difference. Lots of ways that real estate and nonprofit can come together to help these circles. You can put 30 days into next gen and really understand how they do what they do with investment. You could put 30 days into Soveres, or you could put 30 days into the rock. What I want to suggest is for those in these three, pick one and put 30 days in each one. And after 90 days, you'll have a good, solid understanding of how they all work together so that you can make money, making a difference with real estate and the three different ways that we do it. So that's what we're all about.
Fantastic, Cammie. I want to bring on one of my better friends throughout this journey.
Of business development. I won't go into all the different things I've done, but through the course of this meeting today, we'll cover Deborah's what she was wanting to go over Now site, and then if we have time, share how to use the solutions logistically. So we know solar customer, what do I do? If I have an insurance agent, how do I get them in touch with Bruce and get all the paperwork taken care of? So we'll try to cover that today.
To start, I think we've hit everybody. Have I missed anybody that wants to introduce themselves? go ahead, Steve. I think take over the program. I think that's good.
All right. Well, let's go to Now Site. Now, Deborah, could you tell me exactly the issue that you're having? So I want to make sure I address that today.
Sure. I'm in the Now site right now, and I did a couple of searches with the criteria. You're able to put it in, but nothing has resulted this last week with any leads coming through, any names. So I must be doing something wrong.
And you have available right here, this number here, you have 100 available?
Yeah. You know what? It's saying 0.
Okay, so what you need to do, if you could, go down to this little chat box on the lower right,
Okay.
pop it open, and send a message to the Now Site people and let them know, hey, I'm a member of Soveres. Could you please add the 100 prospects to my account? And they'll get those put in for you.
Oh, that's great. That could be the whole issue.
Yep.
It might take 24 to 48 hours, but it'll get you rolling. For those of you that are new and never seen this, Now Site is our artificial intelligent prospecting method. It's totally phenomenal. And you might start basically with that, Steve.
Okay, yep, it's totally phenomenal. The best thing about you, then you need to have a constant stream of people that you can reach out and share the solutions with them. And I recommend start a conversation first, find out what their needs are, what their challenges are, obstacles, and then match them up with a solution for Soveres. So you want to utilize Now Site to do that. Here's how I do it. I'll reach out on social media and do personal messages that I can generate out of Now Site. And then I'll create lists. So if I want to, before I pull in all my prospects, I want to understand what niche am I going to contact? Am I going to contact network marketers? Then I want to create a list for network marketers. Because when you go into this edit search criteria, and that's where you'll pull up your prospects, you're going to put in here, say, for instance, I put network marketers right here. Then I can go down to this drop down and I can pick what list I want to automatically put all those network marketers in. You can move people from list to list, but if you're going to bring in 50 prospects at a time, the problem is you cannot create the list while you're doing the search, editing the search criteria. So you have to go into the contacts, and then from here it says save new list, which is counterintuitive to me. To me, that means, okay, I've already created a list, or how do I do that? But if you don't have the list, click save new list, type it in here, and what do? I'll say fitness, and do that. Save it. Now, when I go into my edit search criteria, it's going to be slow for me. Getting in there, you'll just go up to the tab here at the top that says prospects, and it's going to go to that same, well, there we go. I can click my prospects tab, and this is the I have fitness. All I have to do once I've created the search criteria is click get prospect. It's going to bring up one prospect at a time. Again, if you're like, hey, I just want to email 1,000 people, well, then you'll just have to bring in a whole bunch of prospects and then go through and contact them. It's not a system where you can just create a list, export the list to your CRM, and then start a drip campaign. There's a manual process to do that. But again, if you're paying $19.95 for Soveres membership and you're getting 100 leads, that's 20 cents a lead, guys. That is as cheap a lead as you're going to get. And these are good quality leads. They're not, you don't get a lot of bounce backs. You get their Facebook profiles, their LinkedIn profiles. So they're really good leads. From here, I can view more detailed information about the contact if I want. And let me go ahead and do that. So when I do searches, I'll search network marketing, but I can have another search criteria. Maybe I want network marketing and health and wellness. If I have a background in health and wellness, I can also add that to the search, and then it will filter it down to just those people. That way, when I reach out to them, I can reach out to them on a health and wellness discussion, and then work on moving them into a network marketing opportunity. So it's a better way to approach people than to come right out and say, hey, are you interested in network marketing? Okay. And it's just, there's style, pick your style and what you're comfortable with. From here, once I have my contact, I can launch sales flow. It'll bring in that contact that you were just looking at right here. I hit next. And let's say I'm going to use LinkedIn, for example, because that's what I use a lot. I'll click LinkedIn. There's messages that are already in the database from Now Site. You can click next and just messages like I did here and put that message in there. Now Site doesn't actually connect to LinkedIn and send the message through LinkedIn. But what it does is, since this is already, it's going to save this profile. It'll open up that person right there. So that's the one I had. I'll send her a message. Sorry, I'll hit connect first. If I'm not already connected with this person, then I want to send a connection and add a note. From here, I could just hit paste and it automatically puts that text in there. And then all I would do is hit send. Okay, when I go back to my Now Site, did you send it successfully? Yes. Boom. And then I can book a follow-up for a week and book them. So I can reach out, it schedules it, and then it says, let's do it again. And what it'll essentially do is pull up the next prospect. So it's very, very simple. If you did this daily, and say you just did 20 a day, that's 100 reach outs for the week. That's more than what a lot of people are doing. And you're going to get good quality responses from that. Again, a lot of it depends on the messaging that you send out.
Could you speak on, like, let's say, for example, we're talking about donating real estate. So you could find someone who loves animals, is a veteran, gives to children events, is a real estate investor. In other words, you don't want to put 18 different categories, but what if you put philanthropy, real estate investor, animals?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, they're going to go in my network marketing folder, but that's okay. Well, no, I have a philanthropy folder, I think, right here. Or thing. Get prospects. Excuse me. And again, this works through a huge database, so it sometimes is going to be slow, but it's processing a lot of contacts, and it pulls up a contact. So when I view the contact, these are all the different interests and skills that they have. And so the three that I put on there, as far as animals, philanthropy, and real estate, they're going to be in these interests or skills.
I got to be honest, I haven't been using this the way that I could, because I have the enhanced version of LinkedIn, and it's easy for me to just pull up 1,000 realtors in Florida, for example. But what I love about this is when you go into the interest and you see all the things that this person's interested in, it would be really easy to send this person a simple message. Hey, Mary, I see that you are all about human rights and you want to alleviate poverty and you love animals. Me too. These are some things we have in common. I'd love to connect. See, something that specific is better than, hey, we both live in Florida. Let's be network buddies. If you can pinpoint something like that that really speaks to her, or you could even say something like, you know what, I'm part of a task force that is helping human rights, animals, and children. Love to chat with you about that. You are much more likely to get Mary to respond and say, that's interesting, tell me more, or what can I do to help, or something to get the conversation going. So just want to give you guys some ideas about that. And another thing that we aren't talking about a lot, but I do have a contact. And right now with real estate, people are wanting to buy and sell. People are either like, oh my God, I've already been through 4 recessions. I want out. I don't want my real estate company anymore. Or they're in their 20s and 30s and they're full of piss and vinegar. And they're like, oh my God, I smell the blood in the water. People are getting ready to sell. I'm going to buy a bunch of real estate companies. You could put in this AI, someone who's, and you can do it by age, gender. You can put in there to talk to only people who are 60 and older. And if they're 60 and older and they've been in real estate for a long time, you could put something like, whew, John, you looks like you've been through a lot of these ups and downs too. What are you going to do during this next real estate debacle? And if he says, I'm going to get the hell out and move to Costa Rica, awesome. If he says, wow, seems to me like there's a lot of opportunity, I'm going to buy up offices, awesome. Because friends, we have a way to give you a 2% referral fee. If it's $1 million real estate office, that's $20,000. If it's a $500,000 title company, that's 10 grand. If it's a $5 million mortgage company, there's a $100,000 referral fee. So I'm just saying, we're going to have a lot more trainings around this. I'm just saying, be creative with this AI, because you can find out she likes macrame and she loves pumpkin carving. Like there's so many great ways to start conversations with people here.
Yeah, great points, Cammie. And I think the big takeaway from what Cammie was saying is, one, don't do what everybody else is doing, which is sending out these automated messages. Everybody's recognizing them. We all get them on LinkedIn, and it's just a robot. So don't be the robot, even though it might be tempting. Send out those personalized messages. And what I often do is say, do you know anybody that has this interest, or do you know anybody that could use this? So you're not just directly selling them, you're asking them for help. And even if you just get a no, at least you've just started a conversation. You've got somebody that's responding.
I've been doing a lot of that, Steve, that auto stuff over in LinkedIn, trying to be different, but still it's pretty auto. But because it can be so specific here, you can just say, hey, are you looking to grow? Or are you looking to go? Are you looking to hire? Or are you looking to retire? Like, you can have some fun with that sort of thing. So I'll
okay.
Any of you.
I think we got a new solution coming. I'd like to know more about it and let's figure it out. But I gotta move along here to one person. I gotta bring Bruce up on the line. He's got to go here in a few minutes. He's got some good information he wants to share with everybody. Bruce, take it away, buddy.
Yeah, hey, sorry to line jump, but we didn't know we were gonna have to go to the urgent care of my daughter, and I got a bunch of people waiting to have lunch. So I just want to address a couple of questions that I keep getting over and over again. So people ask me, hey, I approached one of my life and friends, and the answer to that is not necessarily. Okay, what you need to understand about the senior solution is that no, you have to be a licensed agent to present the product. All right, but the agents are not getting appointed, and that's the key word. They're not getting appointed with any insurance agencies. They are representing a nonprofit foundation or charity, okay? So if somebody says, I'm a captive agent, you can say, hey, that's great, all right? Because we're not at that point, they got to make the call. All right. They got to decide, whether this is something that they can do. But I can tell you right now, we have captive agents on board, and they just went to their hierarchy and said, I'm going to be part of this foundation. Last I knew, All right, this was on the Soveres site, but I just want to go through this very quickly. All right, so everybody knows. These aren't in any order either. All right, so California, Nevada, Texas, Arizona, Florida, Virginia, Washington, Illinois, Hawaii, Georgia, Maryland, Colorado, Alabama, Connecticut, Louisiana, South Carolina, and Minnesota. Okay, those are the 20 that we're currently operating in now. There will be more beginning of the year, but these are the 20 that we can do business in currently. All right. So if you have any life agents in those states, those would be the people that you want to follow the protocol that Steve created. And it's beautiful. All right. Steve did a wonderful job. We're so lucky to have him. All right. And so he can walk you through that. I'm going to jump. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. All right. A blessed Saturday. And it's great just to see everybody. Thank you, Steve, for everything. You're a blessing to Soveres. I can't imagine doing this without you.
You're too kind, Bruce. I appreciate that. So right here, I'm in the wealth builder program. And where is the wealth builder program? I got too many little windows open. If you go to your Soveres back end, you'll see on the right side dashboard here, Micah put a training portal link. There's also one here on the left side, and that will take you to this wealth builder program, which is it's set up as a course, but it's really a resource for you guys. So as you go to share a solution, you'll have access to the information. All I did here was I went down to the sharing solutions. Right here, there's a tab, and then we have all the solutions listed in here. So as we're building up systems and processes, they're going to go in here so you can just follow it. I clicked on the senior solution and recruiting agents for the final expense program. It gives you a little description here of why we're doing it this way. There's some NDAs that need to be filled out. And then rather than people just calling up Bruce, we need to get a few steps done first. So if you have an insurance agent that's interested in this, you would go in and fill this information out on behalf of the agent. Question, is it a captive agent? Bruce, that doesn't necessarily disqualify him at this point. Bruce might have a conversation with them and see if they can get approval from their hierarchy. And then here's Soveres member information. You'll put your name down there, so you're tagged as the one that referred them. Once you submit this, an email will be generated and go out to that agent, and it gives them a two-step process. One, to click a link, complete the application and the NDA with the charitable organization, and then another link to schedule an appointment with Bruce. We don't want to schedule that appointment before they've done all the NDA stuff, because he really can't have that conversation at that point. So it's a very, very simple process, but I think it'll streamline it for Bruce. Does anybody have questions on that?
Yeah.
Real quickly, while I'm in this, I'll show you the solar. We have an automation kind of built up for the solar. If you go to the solar power solution and you're registering a referral, so somebody's interested in solar, you don't have to know anything about solar. In fact, probably not knowing too much is better, because it's easier to answer the question. I don't have those answers. Let me go ahead and submit your information, and then Steve, I'd be the one that would actually follow up. So when you register referral, there are videos in there, by the way, that kind of educate you on the benefits of solar, that actually the CEO of Power, POWUR, who we use nationally, did some really good training videos. But all you have to do is go in here, fill out the form on behalf of your customer, put your name down there, hit submit. I'll get a notification right away. The customer will get an email, and then the contact is made. You don't have to do anything at that point. Okay. Any questions on those? I know I went through very quickly, but I think the
Mark, I don't have a question. I just wanted the group to know that you told me to send that message to NowSite. I did that. They have already responded and corrected the problem. There's 100 prospects.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's why we love those guys. They're really good.
I love the live. I like the live time here. What we're doing, that's cool. I'm doing it live.
Another thing on Now site, what's interesting, and I put the link up in the training portal, but if you're not sure how to search and how to do all these certain things, they have experts that are assigned to Soveres that will walk you through it. And you can essentially click a link and it'll put you right into a Zoom room with their support group. And then it'll be in a group room and you'll have someone come up and say, hey, did you have a question? Yep. She says, okay, let's go in a breakout room together. And so they'll take you into a breakout room and walk you through the process. So it's really, really good customer support. All right. Bo, I think that's all I had. I went very quickly. I know we're at about 35 minutes now. What's the next direction? I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Very good information. And you guys know that this is being recorded. So when Micah puts it up after the recording, you'll be able to go back to your back office and watch this, and you can play and replay if you want, if we went too fast for you anywhere. I just want to kind of close it with a couple things. I am very interested, as all of you should be, I'm very interested in helping anybody that wants to put 10 people in their downline. I will help you do it. You just got to help me help you. My goal is to how many of us can do that between now and say the end of the year? Then the first quarter, let's help each one of the people we brought in, those 10 people. Let's help those 10 people bring in 10 people. If you're to do that, you're going to have a team that's just flying. You'll see some people already. People like Cammie have brought in a lot of people just in a few months that they've been involved in it. Marissa's brought over consistently a lot of people in. We can have this, this is the work. I've brought in 57 people in the whole time I've been with it. I've got 893 on my team. So it's just bringing the right people in to start off your journey and helping them make money and helping them save money and helping their whatever thing they want to do as far as charities. Steve.
Yeah, sorry, Bo, I didn't mean to interrupt, but there's a couple questions in the chat that I wanted to get to. Marissa had some, and I wanted to point out. So her question was, essentially, can we update the states that are on the site for insurance? And of course, that can be done. However, what I would do is if we don't offer it in a certain state right now, I wouldn't exclude that at this point. I would go ahead and go through the process because we do have agents in our network that are able to service people nationally. And so it's not on the website right now, but it's another way to get their state in the system, right? So if for some reason we can't with our other contacts, it's just reach out to another insurance agent and say, hey, would you like to be able to offer this? And then you have another insurance agent right under you. So I wouldn't try to exclude other states.
And it kind of piggyback on what you're saying, Steve. We only had 10 states a couple months ago when we brought this to Soveres. Now we've got 20, so we've doubled it. And a lot of it is because of agents of members that we have that have pushed. I know Vanessa down in Georgia pushed hard to get Georgia involved. I know there's Arkansas is coming. There's about 5. Well, who knows how much longer that'll take, but well, go ahead, give you something.
Yeah, no, the last question Marissa had regarding which application to use. And Micah, if you're able to chime in on this as well, because he can talk about how the application works in the virtual office versus what we have in the training portal. Are you? What I would do is use the one in the training portal, because that has the automation set up for the application in the NDA and then the notifications going to Bruce and into Soveres. So I would go into the training portal and start using those. That will also help take the burden off of Micah having to put in all of these different applications and everything and changes. Whether it stays that way forever, I'm not sure. But right now, just use the one in the training portal until you hear otherwise. Hope that answered your question, Marissa.
We can go get business owners, we can get entrepreneurs, and we get network marketers. So And I'm finding people, I get a lot of calls every day from people calling me that are trying to sell me something. I just converted one of those calls into a Soveres person. So they're everywhere. You always be thinking top of mind, how can I help people? Is anybody else have any questions, thoughts, ideas that they want to do before we close out? I see
my little hand.
I see you. Go ahead.
Well, and one of those low hanging fruits are investors in investment groups, because in most cities there are investment groups, and you can go to those investment groups, and this is perfect for them. So I would say that's a great fruit.
Totally agree with you, Sarah.
Yeah, and then my other question is the founders programs still open, or did they reopen it? I know they closed it. Are they?
And change it, then it's going to be 500 to share. So if anybody's interested, they ought to call Mark ASAP and get it for the 250 price.
Well,
and if you buy more shares, you get a little bit of a discount.
Well, we've got lots of shares, but what I am thinking is that investor I told you about, this our investor that we work with, I thought he might want to come in as an angel founder.
Yeah, I think there's some room left, but they'd have to go through Mark for that.
And then I want to bring in our realtor.
And
it's his realtor. It's his realtor. I don't know her, but it's his realtor that he works with.
Bo, the screen I have right now is the Soveres Nation group. So it's a member only group. And this is where I have a post here that says, hey, need help with NowSite. You go to nowsite.live. And that's where you could tap in, and it just takes you directly to a Zoom link. If you are not a member of this one, please request to be a member. You can see it's Soveres Nation, search there, and then come in there, because we'll put notices and updates. You know, we might meet 3 times a week, but we're doing things on a daily basis that will update you on here, and you can grab the tools and resources.
Great.
And then,
fantastic, Steve.
One last thing, Bo, regarding using the logo and all of that. Everybody take a look at Sam Silver's background, if you would. I think this is a good example of how to use it to where he's not representing himself as Soveres. And we want to be careful not to do that and say, hey, this is an official Soveres group, or this is a official Soveres profile on LinkedIn or Facebook. This is clearly Sam Silver. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. And he can use all of the Soveres graphics and images on the training portal. We have approved logos that have the Soveres logo, and it says independent business owner on it. So you can use those freely. If you have marketing material that you aren't quite sure, am I stepping over the line? All you'd have to do is just send us a copy of it and say, hey, can I use this? We'll give you shoot you an email back saying, yep, it looks good, go ahead, or make these changes. I know Mark is very, very flexible with that and not very restrictive, but we do want to maintain some integrity with it and make sure that the logo and the name are protected and we're not misrepresenting ourselves as officially a Soveres corporate member. Back to you, Bo.
Look at Deborah LaPlante's already she's requesting right now to join that group on Facebook.
Excellent.
I'm looking at that. No, so I think this was a great training today. Don't forget our Tuesday and Thursday meetings that we do at 4 o'clock West Coast and 7 p.m. East Coast. Tuesday is going to be a real good show. Mark should be back. And then Thursday we have that continuing series with Dusty Staub. Last chance for any questions. Any questions out there? Otherwise, we'll close her out. I'm not sure if we're going to meet next.
What's the name of the Soveres?
Soveres Nation official.
Yeah.
And please ask questions there. I know Marissa is very active on that. Well, we've got some other, I think Vanessa is on there quite a bit. So please interact on there. If you have a question, most likely somebody else has the same question. If we can answer it there, then it helps everybody.
Exactly. But we'll find out for Tuesday's meeting.
Yeah, it looks.
I'm sure Tuesday we'll have an update from, I'll make sure we have an update on Tuesday's meeting, put it that way.
And Bo, I just went to the Facebook. I thought I had joined. It is grayed out where it says joined. Can you tell if I am in there, because it maybe didn't let me, because I don't know why.
Steve, can you do that right now?
I'm looking at Marissa, hoping she's
Carol
on there.
Sue Engelman. It would be Carol Sue Engelman.
Yeah, are you looking at that, Marissa? Yeah, she's on it.
I'm on it.
Marissa is on it. Marissa's looking at it right now.
Marissa's on it, because well, I could screen share what's coming up. It says pages can't join this group.
Oh, you're trying to join through a business page. You need to join through your personal profile.
Well, I thought I was already joined.
It's possible. Just
Not
go into
the
your
business one or page. It's only for profile.
Okay, so how do I join? I'm not joined.
You just need to go to your personal profile. Make sure you're logged in under your personal profile, not the business page. Like if you go up to your little picture in the upper right, sometimes it'll say, okay, you're logged in as your business page. Hit the drop arrow, log in as your personal profile.
I see I'm on the wrong page. I got it.
Perfect.
Wow. And you won't believe what I'm on.
Well, maybe we should share that.
Become orgasmic.
Yep. We shouldn't have shared that. All right. Anybody have last questions?
I don't have to get back.
Awesome.
Either.
Well, thank you everybody for coming and joining us. I know everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving. Appreciate everybody taking the time. Do notifications when there's comments and questions. I think that's probably the best way right now, rather than to inundate all the officers with phone calls, because it's just hard to keep up with them all. So Bo, I'll let you close us out.
Okay, I think we're there. Anybody else? If not, we're ready to go. Why don't you stop the recording and we're out.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you guys all Tuesday.
See you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Sam, where are you? Where are you? You're muted. That's where you are. You're very muted. Can't hear you because you're muted. Where in Southern California? Santa Clarita. I have a place in Thousand Palms out near Palm Springs. Ah, I know Banning. Well, I'm actually in Belize, the country. Yeah, very nice. And it is gorgeous. And I'm right on the water and with palm trees and avocado trees and like a canopy looking right at the sea. So what is EXP? What is EXP? What kind of brokerage? Really? Well, you know, I've been a realtor and a broker. I'm a broker in Oregon. I've been a realtor in both since I was 21. I'm 70. So, and I'm an investor. So I'm interested in doing something here possibly. It's amazing that, I mean, this is no coincidence that we stayed on. So you have a brokerage here in Belize. Find out. And I don't think you have to be licensed here either. It's pretty relaxed. Go where? Ah. I just did.